Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here with another American Truck Simulator video, and the first thing you may notice is that the truck is no longer black. The keen-eyed among you would notice that I've changed the rim on the inside of the tires. Black on the back, chrome on the front, and matching lugs on the back and front, and also applied an orange metallic paint scheme to go with the truck. My inspiration for this orange is Mighty Ducks orange, or Anaheim Ducks orange now. And once I get that wing paint scheme, I think they'll really be able to do that team justice. But we're free as the wind, just slept, full tank, 5:30 in the morning. Let's see how our drivers are doing. Simone is still working on her fragile cargo license. She last ran Las Vegas to Eureka, made us 3,100. That a girl. Stella is working on her just-in-time delivery right here. Then I think I'll have her on ADR to finish that out, so she can take a lot more important things than just office supplies. She made a lot in tires, but really hasn't hit anything out of the park since. So hopefully our drivers will level up this episode, and we have $100,000, which means one more run and we can get another truck. Looking at our garage manager, we are at 2 out of 3, so one more truck will fill up the Las Vegas garage. Then we can work on saving money for our big garage in Vegas, which costs, that'll leave me with 115 bucks. Let's not do that. Can't account for police officers. Checking the freight market, we're here in Oakland, California, and it looks like we have something to jackpot. Looking at Oakdale, looks like Oakdale, California is more of just a hub to get to Fresno. $20 a mile, $22 a mile, but only 1,000 bucks. Do you have anything in San Fran? I don't think we can make it there in time. We can make this one. How about Stockton? Cement expires. I tell you, I'm not getting, let's go by price per distance. $32 a mile to haul ethane from Stockton to Bakersfield. It expires in 4 hours. I think we can get there. So let's take some ethane. Fire up the truck. All right, we are ready to go. Let's put this baby in reverse. Turn off the parking brake. And make our way up the road. It'll be good to have a daytime drive for sure. Yeah, 2 hours away from the pickup point. Sorry, van. I'm coming on out. Oh, and 55 straight away? Shoot, I like that. Bobtailing, we can get up to speed really quickly and just shoot down that highway with little to no aggravation on our part. Don't go. I knew you would. Clear the way. Coming through. Down pit road. Let's go ahead and set our cruise for 55. Excuse me. Don't stop at an off-ramp. They're there for you to merge on, not look pretty. So I hope your weekend is going well. Happy Tuesday to you all, or whatever day you happen to watch this. This weekend has been pretty busy for me in real life, with some things breaking around the house that needed repairing, refrigerator, water lines, that sort of thing. All happens in one weekend. When it rains, it pours, so they say. But other than that, got a lot of recording done. So I have all of this week's Fallout videos ready to go. The Monday, Wednesday, Friday episode. You possibly had already seen the Monday episode, the Corvega Cone of Death episode that I uploaded. I also had a vlog come out earlier today. That is Tuesday the 19th, talking about Stellaris, which is a game I am extremely excited for. Really looking forward to. Hello, Mr. FedEx. All right, down the off-ramp. Are we clear? We're going. Sweet action. This is the first delivery that I've taken where, whoop, let's slow her down to 30, that I can see this metallic paint job really reflecting. So that'll be cool to see the sun come up and get this light bouncing off of our truck here. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, still no word about the Arizona DLC. I'm thinking about shelving, at least temporarily, American Truck Simulator until Arizona comes out. It seems like now, at this point in the game, we've pretty much seen all that we can see, which is unfortunate. But then again, I'm going right turn on red, fools. Yeah, 55, excellent. But then again, you know, it was what, 1999? It wasn't much at all to buy into the base game, which is always good. It makes me wonder what their DLC plan is. How many states they're going to group together, you know. I was looking at that Coast to Coast mod. It looks like it's being developed very, very quickly, and from what the reviews are saying, much to its detriment. The cities are rehashed cities with just a different name on them. It looks like it's the appropriate route length, though, and it's kind of cool to see the United States map sort of... I'm going to pass the truck so I can get to the stop sign first. And he is going right. Of course he's going right. Well, so are we. Wait, you guys... Oh, I was going to say you guys are going to the oil refinery? I think not. Alright, let's turn our 4-ways on and get ready to pick this beast up. Ethane tank. And it looked to be a nice and long one as well. Wait. We can go up north to Hornbrook. Make $2,000 more. Let's do that one. That trailer actually looks pretty cool. So it should be, yeah, it's right through there. We can see the arrow bouncing up and down in between the tanks. Hello, hello. It's the little one. That ethane tank would have been the longest, but this one, while not $32 a mile, is still $30 a mile. Certainly not bad, and we get ourselves $2 extra grand. We are locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Nice chrome trailer. Oh, Texaco. I'm a regular old Davey Allison. Not many of you may get that reference, but if you do get the Davey Allison reference, let me know in the comments below. Shoot, nowadays, you can just Google that stuff. But we are now out. Whoops, turn the 4-ways off. We're now out on the open road. We're gonna hop on this highway and head north, which is a new direction for us for sure. Haven't been to Hornbrook, California very much at all, actually. So this is quite refreshing. At least we're not going to Elko again. I tell you, it seems like certain cities have the most profitable stuff. Oh, every off-ramp should be like this one. You should have this whole right lane to get out to speed. But that's just me. I'll get in the middle lane behind Mr. Policeman. And it looks like it's just a straight shot up I-5 all the way to Hornbrook. We might get off of I-5. I know I-5 goes through Portland and ultimately up to Seattle. In fact, yeah, looks like we're getting off of I-5 right here. Now, before we get too hasty, we're going to make sure that the map is not trying, no, not the radio. I'd get copywritten really quick, fast, in a hurry. Make sure, oh, okay, so we're getting on the 5. Yep, I-5 all the way up. And am I, yeah, I'm probably going to need to be in the left lane, so let me go ahead and lane change. And we're probably coming in, yeah, we're coming into city limits. And that cop probably would have got me. Even though he was way downtown, he would have seen me. Come on, left turn light. Whoops. Note to self, the brakes are a little soft. Sorry there, ma'am. She isn't bothered. We gonna go or what? There we go. Yeah, she's going too. I am going as well. And that, in a span of about 5 minutes, we have soaked away all of our profits. Oh well. Oh, we're speeding again. I want to get going. But yeah, I-5 is just up here and we can start trucking down the road. But it's not about the money you make, it's about the journey, or at least that's what you tell yourself when you're involved in an auto accident. Yeah, that was my fault though. I thought the brakes would respond a little bit better than that. I wasn't taking into account the giant sloshing tank behind us. But once we get on the highway here, I'll continue my story about the coast-to-coast mod. Really? Just because you are a fellow tanker doesn't mean you should take advantage of me. Alright, let's scream up pit road. Come on, let me have plenty of runoff area. Good, 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 good. Not plenty of area, but enough that we have enough time to organize ourselves, which is always good. Let's turn our headlights off. 9:30 in the morning, we don't need those. Settle into high gear and let's kick it. But as I was saying about the coast-to-coast mod, it seems to be updated fairly regularly. It's on version 1.6 now. As of last night it was that I believe I looked. And it goes all the way from, you know, California, I think, up to Philadelphia maybe. But the thing is it's like Canada. There's just one road. And the cities seem to be repurposed. Oh, we're going to have to slow down here. I know this place. Probably to 35 or even 30 if I remember correctly. So no use in, yeah, 35 construction zone. And the speed limit sign there was actually orange, which is a very cool touch. Road work ahead. It seems they more clearly mark that. But sometimes you play the game long enough to just know the quirks and the ins and outs, and you know going into Sacramento you're going to have to slow down for the construction area. But yeah, once again interrupted myself with the coast-to-coast mod. Most of the cities, from what I see on the feedback, is they're just repurposed cities. I don't think they did anything so blatant as like put the Golden Gate Bridge in Oklahoma City or something like that, but it does cut across the center of the state. And I guess technically, if you're going by dictionary definition, with a coast-to-coast mod, it's just a mod that lets you drive from coast to coast. It never claimed to be the United States map. It just claimed to be a road that you can go from one point and just truck across the country, or at least the length of the country. That's another thing that I saw is you won't see any identifiable landmarks. Like once you hit, Oklahoma, or once you hit like Indiana, you don't see any like differing features. You don't see anything that makes you think, oh yeah, I'm definitely crossing into the Great Plains, or I'm definitely in the Midwest. They just sort of laid out the road, just put a little bit of scenery beside of it. Oh, you're going to try, aren't you? Well, you better get going there, Generic B. All right, and he didn't slow down. Good on you, RV. But you don't see any defining features. There's nothing to tell you that you are entering a state as easily identifiable like California and Nevada. You see California vineyards and all that stuff in the coastal highway. You get to Nevada and it's dry. You see the mountains, and you can tell what state you're in by just what's around you. But the coast-to-coast map, you couldn't tell heads or tails. You'd need the GPS to tell you that you were in Oklahoma City because it looks exactly the same as Indianapolis, or, something like that. Which, having driven across the country from Indiana to Washington State, I can vouch that states are very different. You can definitely tell when you're in Colorado as opposed to Indiana. But at least the modders are trying. At least it is moddable, and I'm sure SCS will embrace their modding community as they always have. I mean, shoot, without the modding community, Euro Truck 2 may have ceased to be relevant a long time ago. And hopefully, with some modding, and I'm seeing American Truck is getting some love with the Steam Workshop and everything. Hopefully, American Truck won't go to the wayside. But it shouldn't, because SCS still has a lot of work to do. Can't leave it up to the modders to do everything, can they? And some games do. Some games, I can imagine, like Tabletop Simulator, for instance, is one that stands out as a game that, you're given bare bones, you're given just the bare essentials, you're given essentially just the game engine to play in, and then modders make their own game pieces, their own cards, their own rules, their own objects. They let them go full tilt, which in my experience only helps the game for sure. Thinking about Stellaris, I mean, all the mods that are available for Crusader Kings and Europa Universalis, it's only a matter of time before Stellaris gets like Klingons, or something identifiable, or make a planet called Arrakis and make the Atreides Empire, or some craziness like that. Leave it to the modders to get out of games what they wish the game could have been. And I mean, shoot, even Grand Theft Auto 5 has San Andreas police first responders, or SAPDFR, police department first responder. And in a game like Grand Theft Auto, where you're used to killing people and robbing and taking money and running over people on the sidewalk, for a mod to put you in the shoes of a police officer and be able to pull over people for doing the very same things that you have done as a gamer, it's kind of cool. It breathes a whole second life into the game. It makes it a game that isn't just focus on one thing. And in sandbox games, that's the best, environment to mod in. Kind of like Euro Truck and American Truck. I wouldn't call these sandboxes, but sure, there's a lot of places to go. And I guess that's why there's no police mod for, you know, American Truck or Euro Truck, because, you know, it's not there. All that's in the code for these police officers are flashlights and give money. So as a player, that's all you'd be able to do. But in GTA, there's that underlying wanted level. So it's easy to tell the computer to put a wanted level on an AI character, for example. The, you know, arrest animations are all there. The police cars are all there. And when you open that up, even though technically it wasn't open per se, but script editors are very, very good at what they do. It allows the game to dig into what's already there. So that's the big problem with people wanting, say, a mod that you can get out of your truck here and walk around. It's not in the engine. Like, you can't force a game to do something that it's not programmed internally to do. Although I say that, and I remember watching Awesome Games Done Quick, and someone told a Super Mario World cartridge to essentially recode itself, and all of a sudden they were playing like Centipede or something on it, like something crazy, like a stock Mario cartridge on the Super Nintendo, with help of the robot, of course, was able to reprogram the cartridge from the inside out. Now that is really, really cool. So if someone was able to do that with American Truck, more power to you. Because that's beyond just making a truck model and putting it in the game and giving it the same physics as the other trucks in the game possess, you know. But game design is hard. Game design is hard indeed. Alright, so we're taking the McLeod and Hornbrook exit coming up. Seeing our city on the sign means we're getting close. Even in real road trips, I do that. When you leave your hometown and you head down the highway and you know you're heading for, say, New York City, and you leave from Los Angeles, you're not going to see any signs for New York City right away. But once you get closer and you start seeing signs for New York City, then you start getting happy. You start realizing that, oh, I am almost there. Like, I have legit road signs to our destination. So that's kind of where we're at here. We see the sign for Hornbrook, and we know we're there. I'm coming over there, guy. This lane seems wide. Like, wider. Is it because that median's there on the left? Probably. It's throwing off my depth perception. There we go. Now it's sort of back to the way it was. Yeah, there's the yellow line. So definitely those roadside barriers were encroaching on that left lane for sure. And if I learned anything from American Truck Simulator, it is don't get too close to those roadside barriers. If you need an example, my crash video, episode 4 of this series. I learned very quickly that riding that left lane next to barriers is hazardous for your health. Well, maybe not your health, but the truck health and the trailer health and your pocketbook's health. But only an hour and 34 minutes away. We'll be there in a few minutes. So yeah, this will be a nice, 30-minute episode or so, which is a good way to do that. In fact, as a content creator, I see that my latest American Trucking Simulator videos are not getting any views at all, maybe one or two. So maybe this will be just the episode for the week, and then I'll come up something new and fresh to do on Thursday. Maybe a Kerbal Space Program, maybe an Arma 3, sort of diversify a bit. I still want to do my Fallout Survival series. That's one of those that, I'm going to do. But American Truck, we've kind of hit a brick wall. It's still fun. I still enjoy, busting out the wheel and pedals and just cruising down the highway, and I might do some driving off camera to get ready for the Arizona DLC. Maybe give myself a another point in long distance or something like that off camera. Something to, so when I do get back in the game, I'm not struggling to get caught back up to where I need to be. But that'll be my own time. Just turn on the radio and relax. And then maybe get a second garage, at least get Vegas built all the way up so I have 5 trucks going at all times. And then I could just, you know, take any delivery to Arizona. I wouldn't even have to worry about, you know, how much the load is or how much I'm going to make from it. Up the hill. And we are good. And our stop is just up here. We have reached the farthest northern part of the map. And it looks like this truck stop here is where we are dropping this load. And I did drive all the way down there to get that road discovered. I wasn't going to leave that hanging because I didn't know when I was going to be in Hornbrook again. If ever. But this is, shoot, the easiest drop-off we could ever hope for. We're going to swing around and park it right next to the building because this is the difficult parking spot. Up, up, up. All right, now come over here. And there we go. Drop the trailer. And that's going to do 400 miles exactly. We used up 59.5 gallons, made $12,000. Level up. We're now level 19. 30% higher reward, another 5% increase for an urgent delivery. I think I like that one. And then I'll work on, let's see, some fragiles, some high values. Let's do some high value. Let's actually make some more money. Now let's see what kind of jobs we could get out of Hornbrook. Let's see if anything is worth our while. And literally no jobs are coming out of Hornbrook. All right, how much is a truck? Let's go with our... What? We can't select. Well, I think this is the game and telling us that we are officially done. Parking brake on, please. And that's going to do it for me in this episode of American Truck Simulator. I'll do some off camera. Unfortunately, I don't think an episode will go up Thursday unless this one really skyrockets. But I will be back for the Arizona DLC, so don't you worry. And our trucking company may look a tad bit bigger than what you're used to. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. This has been Saka, and I will see you in Arizona.